Hi Group 1! What uniqueness can you offer to the world? You've got the Hierophant in reverse, and the reason behind this is the Tower in reverse, and the Vice is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Who are you, Group 1? All major arcanas, and all in reversal. You also have 5 of Wands in reversal at the bottom of the deck. Let me take a look. I think you have chosen something right for you, Group 1. And you know what to do now, I think. And I think you're somebody who knows how to avoid conflicts. And what uniqueness can you offer to the world? I think your uniqueness is kind of a rock and roll vibe, you know. You don't go along the traditional lifestyle. And if you have doubts in traditional lifestyles, I think you're not afraid to confront, or you're not afraid to say your opinions. Yeah, it's almost like Lady Gaga or who else? I don't know, because I haven't checked celebrities nowadays, but David Bowie? That kind of vibe that you have, and you can offer that quality of you to the world. In the Tower in reverse, I think you have been through an awakening moment. Something huge happened in your life, and maybe something that you believed in was not what you believed in. I think you have realized something huge in your life that I think you started to think that you don't want to be controlled anymore. You want to live the way you want to live, and people should be liberated. That kind of learning that you had in the past, I think. And advice here is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is interesting. I think it's either way. You have to, well, first of all, you have to appreciate your quality, you know, and also utilize this quality in the long run. I think that's what's saying. Okay, let me do some clarification here. But you're like, are you really a Lady Gaga? I don't know. You're so talented, I think. You don't even have to try to stand out in the crowd. Are you a performer or dancer? I think it could be creative as well. Something that people cannot do, but you can. Maybe a storyteller or movie director. Steven Spielberg. The Fool in reverse. Again in reversal, 7 of Swords in reverse and 10 of Wands. You have this quality of how do I say this? I think you do it so naturally. I think it's sometimes when people take actions, it requires so much courage. But for you, I think you do it so easily. The Hierophant in reverse is clarified by 2 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay, you're very balanced actually, because I think it's saying that you can still offer choices to people, and I think you can accept that people have options in their life. So it's not like you're super against of the traditional life of living. However, you also know that the traditional way of living or traditional cultures doesn't always serve everyone. And when people want to leave that traditional cultures or old patterns in their life, you are somebody who can lead them to a rock and roll way of living. So you're not like hippies, or you're not Well, it's a little bit different from hippies. You're more like, you could have a quality of Lady Gaga. You know, maybe you're a good performer, maybe you can sing, or maybe you can write poems and lead people to a different direction than the traditional way of living. At the same time, you could be really quiet too. So maybe you could be a writer or journalist. But either way, you do have the power to lead people to a new way, a brand new way of living. Yeah, you're good at introducing new lifestyle. Yes, and that's what you can offer to the world. And the Tower of Universe is clarified by the Lover's Universe, okay? Four of Wands Universe and King of Swords Universe. This is something that you never talked about to anybody, but it's related to romantic relationships, marriage, family issues, and you had difficulties in those relationships, I think. And maybe you're feeling like you made a wrong choice related to that. However, through that experiences, I think you learn that it's really important for each and every one of people to have their identity, or to or the core of themselves, like sense of self. You know, that's really important. I think you have realized that it's so important to have your own identity before you marry with somebody or before you go out with somebody. I don't know how you learn it, but I think it was such a huge realization for you. I mean, this is a powerful, very independent personality that you have. And Wheel of Fortune Universe is advice, and this is clarified by the World Universe. Who are you? And Five of Pentacles and the Magician. How many major arcanas do you have in here? Like, are you a superstar? I have never seen such a combination actually, in my own reading as well. Yeah, definitely this is time for you to, yeah. If you feel like you're not ready to spread your uniqueness to the world, this is actually the time for you to start something to spread your uniqueness. So if you're thinking about taking an audition, go for it. And if you want to learn something, maybe you want to start learning dance, or I don't know what else. Maybe writing poems. Maybe you want to perform on the stage, or anything. Do it. Liberate yourself, because you can. Okay, don't hide your talents. It doesn't matter your age. You know, age doesn't matter, because there must be something that you want to do at this moment. And this is a time that you should do, like you should start doing it. Well, it doesn't mean that you can just, I'm not pushing you to take a leap of faith or take a reckless action, but you can start something from today, little by little. And finances as well. Maybe you're worried about finances, that's why you cannot move on or move away from this stagnancy. Well, actually, you will be able to make money with your skills. So, well, I don't want to be irresponsible here, so, well, I don't know. Maybe you might have to work and learn something at the same time, right? However, don't give up on your talents. Don't give up on what you have, because this is going to be huge. I mean, look at this. 3 major arcanas and 3 major arcanas here for the clarification here. I mean, this is a turning point, group 1. You know, really, I recommend you to pursue your dreams right here, right this moment. Okay? That's my reading for you. I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, group 2. What uniqueness can you offer to the world? You've got 6 of Wands Universe, and the reason behind this is Page of Wands, and the advice is Judgment. You're your uniqueness you can offer to the world is the ability for you to save people who feel like they've failed in the past and struggling to come back to their normal life. So maybe you want to start with this judgment card. Maybe you want to start a non-profit organization, or maybe you want to join some sort of services. Yeah, it's almost like social worker with passion. And it's, how do I say this? You do have a good quality of working as a social worker, but at the same time, I think you have the power of communicating to others. So maybe you could spread awareness to the world. Maybe you could start working as a social worker, or maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be a social worker, but I don't know what's out there. When you want to choose a career or a new career, I think it's better for you to choose something that you can actually help people and spread the words to the world. And I feel like you already know this because Page of Wands is here. I think you know that you're a good communicator. Maybe you know how to use social media already. And maybe you always have this idea of maybe marketing or branding, And Judgment here is that advice. Definitely there's a calling here. Yeah, like group 1, you have to start something new today because you're cold, okay? The universe is calling you to do something that you want to do. All right, great. So you're good at saving people. That's your uniqueness and awareness too. So just go for it. Go with your passion. Because there will be people waiting for you, waiting for your actions. I think they're feeling so down that they don't even have power to do something for the world now, because these people need some rest. So they need you. The Wheel of Fortune. The Moon Universe, okay. The Emperor Universe and the Tower. I think you know what you want to do, Group 2. If that is the case, go for it, because it could really change your life. And Six of Wands Universe is clarified by the Hangman Universe, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. When you want to spread your uniqueness to the world, make sure that you pair up with somebody. Find somebody who can understand what you're trying to do, because there will be somebody who understands your concept and your philosophy, and they're going to be willing to help you, and they're going to be willing to support you, okay? So this could be about partnership, or maybe starting business with your friends or siblings or family, or maybe you guys could be couples and start something new, right? Do it, okay? Because there is a huge entity. I think this could be about authority. You need to fight for people, I feel like. So it's better not to do this alone. That's what's saying, I mean, this is so magical. King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles in pair. This is like getting really good cards in poker, if you know what I mean. And Page of Wands is clarified by the Devil Universe, okay? 9 of Cups Universe and Temperance Universe. Yes, you're good with words. You're a good communicator. And you have seen, I think you're somebody who have seen a very dark side of life, probably in your life or maybe others' life, that you know that there is a super dark moments in life, and you're good at communicating about this to the world. You're good with words. And not only that, yeah, awareness too, but I think you're good with how do I say this? Like having a conversation with people, you know? Not just spreading words on internet. Well, you could do it, of course. I highly recommend you to use social media where you want to change the world. However, I think you're also good at talking to people. So maybe you could attend a conference, or maybe you could join a debate team, something like that. But you know so much already. You know so much. And the judgment is your advice is clarified by Queen of Swords, yes, Ace of Swords in reverse, and Five of Swords in reverse. Wow, you're somebody who can see the clarity that, you know, those people is, I feel the same energy with the Hangman. I think these people want to hide something. These people don't, those people don't want other people to find out what they're actually doing, but you're somebody who can see through it because you have such a wide range of wisdom through life experiences. So it's almost like it's like writing an article for the newspaper. You know, maybe this is a company or something, like a group of people who's trying to hide things, hide bad things about themselves, and you're like, you know what, tell me the truth, because I actually know the truth. Almost like a journalist or reporter, or maybe you could even write a story about this or create a movie. But conveying the messages is super important for you, I feel like, and that's the uniqueness that you can use, you know, you can offer to the world. And you know what, it can really change your life. Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment, I mean, do it now. As a reader, I highly recommend you to do this now, because I don't even know what else to say. This is your chance. Okay, that's what I have for you. I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, Group 3. What uniqueness can you offer to the world? You've got Four of Swords in reverse, and the reason behind this is Nine of Wands, and the advice is Queen of Wands. What uniqueness can you offer to the world? You have power to make people awaken about new ideas and new logics and new information. Maybe you're good with exposing fake news or analyzing things. You have the power to lead people to the right direction with logic. And the reason behind this is Nine of Wands. Maybe what you want to do is related to the health or food or farming, something to do with nature as well. And I think this is something that you have been thinking about it for a long time. And Queen of Wands is their advice. If you have an idea, it's time for you to do it with passion and love. And it must be something with health that you want to do. And Five of Wands in reverse was at the bottom of the deck, so I don't think, this Nine of Wands character is looking at the Five of Wands. You see, so I don't think you're somebody who like conflicts. I don't think you're a fighter. So I think your advice is saying that don't fight, because I don't think that you're the kind of people. So maybe it's saying that find somebody. Oh yeah, okay. If you want to do something, if you want to spread your uniqueness to the world, find somebody who's passionate about this project as you, and ask this person to be a speaker. So make a group. Find people, make a group, and pursue your project. That's what's saying. Yep. Let me do some clarification here for each card. I'm excited, actually. Maybe you want to protect planets or mountains, the ocean, flowers, something like that. Maybe animals too. Three of Wands, definitely something about business. So you might want to start a business related to this. Five of Swords, Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Devil, the Strength in reverse. Definitely there's something you want to do to save people from losing nature or losing health. And Four of Wands in reverse, no, Four of Swords in reverse is clarified by Five of Cups, King of Swords, and Knight of Wands in reverse. Maybe you have heard a story. Maybe you have heard a story that people passed away because of their health or because of what was hidden by the authority. Well, this could be about article or news as well, but you're courageous, okay? You're brave and courageous, and you're very smart. You're very logical as well, and there is something you want to do to protect or save people who have already passed away, or people who lost their family related to this issue, because there were people who were so reckless, and these people didn't take responsibilities of what they've done, because this character is running away from the situation, right? You see this? Yeah, definitely there is somebody who's trying to get away from the situation, but they can't. And I think you want to fight for this. And that's what your uniqueness, you know, you can use this uniqueness and spread it to the world. And Nine of Wands is clarified by Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, and Seven of Wands. I think you really want to try this. Maybe you have already gained success in your life, or maybe there is another dream that you want to make come true. Maybe you want to be a mother, or maybe you want to have a family, or maybe you want to have abundance in your life and gain more money. At the same time, you might be feeling like, well, I actually have another dream that I want to fight for people. I want to fight for people's health. I want to fight for people's food or land or nature. There could be inner conflicts within you, and I think this card is saying that you can actually take balance here. You know, you can still do something to save people, and yet you can pursue another dream as well. So don't give up on both of them. You don't have to push really hard to pursue two different dreams, because it's gonna be hard. You know, you just have to know that it's gonna be hard. However, you don't have to give up on this. And the Queen of Wands is clarified by Ten of Pentacles, King of Wands, and Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like this could be about sponsorship or something, because Queen of Wands is sandwiching Ten of Pentacles. So if you are grown up and already married, you could probably talk about this to your husband and think of, like, ask your partner how they think about your project or your philosophy of your life. And also, if you're not, you know, and also I think it's talking about the sponsorship or partnership or collaborating with somebody. to make your dreams come true. So if you feel like you're introverted, you know, page of wands on reverse, if you feel like you're introverted, or maybe you're not really confident about giving a speech to people, like I said in the beginning, find somebody else who can collaborate with you. You know, if there's a uniqueness that you want to offer to the world, you don't have to do everything by yourself. That's what's saying. Yeah, you don't have to do everything by yourself. Okay, so if you have two different dreams, you don't have to give up on both of them. And it is going to be hard though. However, there must be a way. Okay? So find somebody else. Yeah. Page of Wands in reverse. I think there is an information that you haven't seen yet, so you have to do some research about something. Maybe it's about drought, desert, children maybe. There is some information that's hidden still, so you need to, like, if you have something in your mind, I think researching is really important. Yeah, please don't just rely on tarot readings. You know, researching is always important. And what else do I have? If you feel like you cannot make a move right now, doing charity is fine too. You know, maybe join a volunteer activities in your local community, or, you know, offering some money to the charity, or even opening a garage sale, you know. Yeah, something like that. It doesn't have to be super big, but just small action is still action. And you can spread that uniqueness to the world. Okay, so that's my reading for you. I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye.